Hello, YouTube and fellow resellers. This is Kevin, the Stoic Reseller, back at you with another video. And this is more of a tutorial video, something I'm not super accustomed to doing. So I want your feedback down in the comment section. If you're new here, I am a part-time reseller, part-time YouTuber. I buy and sell new and used clothing and sell it on eBay and Poshmark. So, as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to share with you the best way to increase your sell-through rate, your profitability, and just get better items while thrifting. And you're gonna wonder, you're either one of like two or three people. One, you didn't know that you could do this or that this was important. Two, you already knew this, and why are you watching this? Well, if you are already doing this, let me know down in the comment section. What are some successes? What are some key strategies that you use? Or three, you're somewhere in the between and you didn't know the best ways to do this. So let's get started, okay, guys? So the point of the video is I'm going to show you how to look up specific titles of clothing. I'm going to show you 6 different ways. Actually, it's 5 different ways, and I'm going to debunk one of them. So the first one is looking up by style number. And we're going to look here at Nike. Nike is a very common brand, guys. You can go to any thrift store and you can find Nike everywhere. So, the way you're going to find it on Nike, this is a pair of pants that I sold. You're going to go all the way down here. So here's the materials tag. Next, you want to find the style tag, which is underneath the material tag for Nike. You're going to want to look up this number here, this DC9658, that's how you're going to look up Nike. You can also do this for other items, guys. Every brand typically will have something similar to this. It may not be as clear and easy to look up as this. There are other brands such as North Face that you can look up the style number. There's Cool, which has a style number. Patagonia has a style number. Almost every brand has a style number. And it makes it so much more helpful to sell. I chose Nike specifically because it's so common. You guys can find this everywhere. But the important thing with Nike is when you're searching it up at the thrift store or you're trying to get top dollar for it, you must know the exact name of the item. And that goes especially for Nike, okay? So you can see here, this was the Jordan 23 engineered insulated woven pant. And then I included, this is called the MPN, in the title. So we're going to go here, and I'll look up, this is how I search it up on Nike. You go to Nike, take that, and you can see here are all the listings for that, okay? It's important because now you can also understand the sell-through rate. You can also understand the cost or what you should be listing yours at. So mine was new with tags. You can see here there's 72 available. You go to sold and we have 45. So it's about a 50%, give or take, probably closer to 60% sell-through rate. And you can see I kind of got top dollar for it because I had a size that wasn't readily available or not as available as anyone else, or because my pictures were better. And just for clarity's sake, guys, I don't promote. So this isn't that kind of video. So like I said, guys, it's extremely important. And I need you guys to do this almost to the point of exhaustion to try to figure out the exact style name of clothing. And the way eBay's operating now, you don't want to be going into this with generic keywords, with just generic stuff, okay? You don't want to be going here, Nike, insulated, Jordan pants, because you're going to get, look at all this stuff. You're not going to get any targeted results. If you're in the thrift store, you're going to be like, dang, there's so many, and the pricing is all over the place. You don't know which one, where to price it. This is what and why it is important to do this, okay, guys? The second option is the style name on the tag. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to go to this Fjallraven jacket that I sold a while back. And Fjallraven and Arc'teryx are well known for doing this, okay? There's other brands that do it as well. But you can see here on the materials, on the materials tag, it'll say the Stina jacket. And it might denote if it's women's or men's. And you want to put that in your title. And you also want to make sure that when you're searching it up, you have that exact thing in there. So we go Fjallraven Stina jacket. Okay? This is how you're going to look at this. You're going to go women's coats and jackets, condition, whatever, if you have it new or pre-owned. And you want to make sure that you're looking at exactly what yours are. Okay? So you can see here there's 13 available, 11 sold. For me, I look at a minimum of an 80% sell-through rate. There are other factors for like slower moving items that I look at, but for something that of quality like this, I look at an 80% or above, because look at the dollar amount. You can make that decision based on your budget and your expertise, but you would pick this item up in the store at a good price, right? So that's one way or another way to ensure that you're going to increase your profits and your sell-through rate just by taking the extra time to look at something a little bit closer. Don't just assume there's nothing on these tags other than the material. There's the material, there's the style name. This may even have a style number if you flip it one more time. I don't know, but it made it super easy. It's right there. And, you can see I got $90. Well, I got best offer. I think it took like $78 or $80. But anyway, so we're going to move on to the next style, or the next way to look up items. And we're going to do this. We're going to X out of that. We're going to go to Ministry of Supply. Okay, so this is a fairly newly listed item for me. I haven't sold it. But what I want to do is bring over... Actually, we'll go here. So you can see here, this was 100% recycled polyester. And so this is how another way you can do it. You're going to look at the material with the brand and type. So this is Ministry. So I already looked it up this morning. So Ministry of Supply. What is the material? Is it 33%, spandex with 63% or 67% cotton? Things like that. But you want to do the brand, the material percentage, and what it is. Is it a shirt, a short, pants, whatever? So when I was doing this, it brought this up. I was like, 0, scientifically proven, Ministry of Supply dress shirt, and then you kind of just have to look to here. Men's Aero 0. Okay. Ministry of Supply, Aero 0. And it's like this one right here. Okay. So let's click on it. And my shirt, obviously wasn't striped, but it looked just like this. You also want to look at engineering notes. You want to make sure, okay, this was not mine. I actually made that same mistake this morning. But I looked at this white one. And this white one, engineer notes, also not the same. How did I find this? See, look at this, guys. I'm not perfect. But I went here. There we go. So you find this, and you just search. You just look. You find something until you find exactly what it is, and move on. You can do that. That, for me, that's kind of like the third step in the process of trying to find something. That is not anything that I'm looking at right away, okay? But if there's no style number, if there's no style name, this is logically my next step as I do this, okay? Now, what you want to do is go to the fourth step. And we're going to use... Oh, I got rid of it. We're going to go here, paid and ship. And we're going to go... It was a pair of Mission Workshop shorts. Here we go. Bam. Okay. So I'm going to show you the tag. Okay. So I wasn't able... I remember this distinctly because Mission Workshop's an excellent brand, guys, if you don't know. But I wasn't able to really narrow it down based on the contents, and there wasn't anything else for me to go. This was all that was on the item. So what I did was I went to their website, which I have pulled up over here. Bring it up for you, and you can see I just did Mission Workshop Shorts, and this is their personal website, and I just kind of matched it. And you know, you have this lot, you know, but the difference between this one was you can see there's 2 buttons on the front, but then I went straight to this. Okay, this looks almost exactly the same, right? So if I go to my front forward picture, you can see that it has that slip pocket here, like a cargo pocket here, single button. It was 91% and 9% spandex. So let's see what Mission Workshop. If we go to this stall short here, it's super slow. Let's see if we can find product details. Made in New York, specs. I guess I'm not going to tell you, but you're going to look at this, and almost every single thing is the same. So logically, you're like, okay, this checks out. And this is something that you want to make sure that you are at least 95% okay with. I was okay with saying that, yes, based on my expertise, based on my knowledge, based on everything that I've done in my reselling journey, I have full confidence that I got the style name correct. So we got stall in there, and that sold quickly. The issue is this would have sold for more. However, you can see here the zipper on the cargo pocket had the little tag broke off. Unfortunate. Okay, now you're going to want to know the brand that you hear all the time. People pick it up all the time. It sells pretty solidly. And do you know what that is? Lululemon. Now, I have a personal rule. Unless I either know the style of it already, based on my experience and, you know, past solds, or I have to be able to find the size dot, which is typically in a pocket somewhere, and I can search the item up specifically. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. And Lululemon's got 2 awesome abilities to do this. So the first, we're going to look here. So if you can see on this here, the style number for Lululemon is going to be this, starting with the L and ending with the S. Do you see that, guys? We're going to go here. And what I do is I go Lululemon style number, LM, go back to it. It's LM 7ACES. 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 Hit enter. Isn't it the same? Oh, I didn't spell number correctly. But here you go. Pulls it up right away. Lululemon. The short, or THE short, I'm not really sure what that stands for. You can see that it's New Lux. And I'm going to tell you right now, one thing with Lululemon, guys, and I told you what my rule is for Lululemon, okay? And the reason for that is 2 reasons. eBay is changing drastically, okay? You have to have your ducks in a line. You cannot be generic anymore. That's just my personal belief. That's kind of what I've seen based on experiences of other sellers that I watch on YouTube or I've heard from personally. You cannot just be generic, okay? If you find a good brand like Lululemon and it's just a pair of leggings and you don't know the style number, or the style name, you don't know what kind of fabric it is, it's going to sit, or you're only going to get anywhere from $10 to $15. 100%, that's how it is. I've tried to sell generic Lululemon on eBay and they just sit. I cannot sell it. It doesn't matter the price. I've dropped this. I have a pair of leggings in my store right now that I've had for nearly a year, and it's gone from 35 to 29 down to 25, and now it's at 20 and still can't sell. Okay? The other way you can look at Lululemon is there's a cool website called Lulu Fanatics. Here this is. I'm not sponsored by them by any means. No paid promotions here, okay? But what's interesting here is, so like say you found a pair of pants, right? Well, you can do pants, and then you can go to category. You can go, it's all men's or women's here. Let's see here. Can I do men's pants? Yeah, here we go. And then you want to go to pants. And then you can just look. You look at all these guys who are way more fit than I am. And just kind of match up the item that you have. And, this takes a little bit of time. But hey, if you find a piece of that you just know is high quality, it's probably going to sell better than, you expect without, but you want to find the style name just to increase your profit by 20%, go ahead. Spend about 5 to 10 minutes max. I wouldn't spend all day doing that because your time is worth money. But, Lululemon does have this cool website. I don't think it's actually sponsored by Lululemon. It's sponsored by people who enjoy wearing Lululemon. But yeah, guys, that's the most effective way to look up Lululemon from my experience. Okay, you start with the size tag. If it has the style name on it or style code on it, use that. Otherwise, me personally, I've been passing up on that stuff. But hey, if you can get it at the right price and you think you can look it up, spend some time on here, you'll probably end up finding it. And we're going to go to the last thing. I've been asked multiple times how to find a piece of clothing based on the RN number. And that has always frustrated me because it doesn't make sense. I don't understand where people are getting that. I know some YouTubers have said, look it up by the RN number. And I think they're mistaking the RN number from the style number. Because an RN number on a piece of clothing is put there by the FTC. Or it's required to be put onto the garment by the FTC. And it's because brands have to register with the FTC, and then they're given a unique RN number, which you can see here. So, look at my Google, finding clothing by RN number. This is the first thing that pops up. You can search by company name, legal business name, or RN number. And then it goes on to tell you if the information is current. It'll show up, otherwise it doesn't. But here it goes. RN is the registered identification number. It is a number issued by the FTC to U.S. businesses that manufacture, import, distribute, or sell products covered by the Textile, Wool, and Fur Acts. Businesses can use this number on product labels instead of the company name. Nowhere in here does it state the RN number. Can find a specific name to an item. I could be 100% wrong. I don't believe I am. I have some knowledge into this stuff. I've done a lot of research, and I can never find anything based on its RN number. You'll get the occasional question is like, if you sell figs. So this is the most common question I always get when I sell figs. Can you give me the RN number? It'll match the code. It'll match the color. And it's like, I never understood that because it has nothing to do with the color. The RN number on most figs is, I believe, the same. Like if you can look up the RN number of Nike on here, and look at RN number of Nike, and you get 2. Interesting, huh? So, guys, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments section, okay? But I'm almost certain I'm correct in this manner, that the RN number has nothing to do with the specific garment you have in your hands. So, moving on from that, let's go on with a recap, guys. So, the first way that I look to find an item is based off the style number, which is typically located somewhere on the materials tag or underneath the materials tag. Second, I look for the style name on the tag. Now, this could also be number 1 if it's prevalent enough or right in your face, if you notice it right away. Not very many brands have that. Outdoor Research does, like I said. Arc'teryx and Fjallraven, their newer pieces, have that on there. Third is I will use the brand with the material, like spandex, polyester, the percentage, and what the item is, shirt, pants, shorts, and just do a Google search and try to match it up based on the search results that bring up. The fourth way is I will look at the website of the item to see if I can actually match that item to something on their website. Number 5 and this is unique to Lululemon, they have that style number on them, but you can look that number up on Google and Lulu Fanatics. That's extremely important. Lululemon, like I mentioned, is very important that you have the style name and the material, because Lululemon has a variety of fabrics that they offer, and some of the fabrics are worth more money than the standard fabric, so pay attention to that. And lastly, I debunked the RN. You cannot find items based off the RN number, to my knowledge, and I've done hours of research over the course of my time reselling. So guys, if you want to increase your profits, you want to increase your sell-through rate, and you want to source better items, follow these steps. There's 5 steps here on how to locate item numbers, or your item, and I've given you how I manage to survive on eBay with a high sell-through rate with no promotions. So if you like this comment or this content, like, subscribe, share my video with someone who may benefit from this. And until the next day, guys, rule the day.